I was told when I grew up I could be anything I wanted. A fireman, a policeman, a doctor, even president, it seemed. But like many kids growing up on a steady diet of westerns, I always wanted to be the cowboy hero. That lone voice in the wilderness, fighting corruption and evil wherever I found it, and standing for freedom, truth, and justice.
Now there's just certain people I have no time for. Or if you don't believe in conspiracy theories. You just think the government's just batting 1,000 and telling us the whole truth? You know this. Our government is placed in charge of all of its people. I'm a father who's been placed in charge of just one son. And I lie to that nigga all the time.
About these cocksuckers. I know there's 12 guys who run the fucking world, and they own every company, and you know, it's fact. You can look it up. I'm not a conspiracy nut. This is all on paper.
You know, there's a handful of people actually run everything. That's true. It's provable. It's not I'm not a conspiracy nut. It's provable. Handful, very small elite run and own these corporations, which include the mainstream media.
There really are 22 families who run and own 50% of the mainstream media, which is where we get our news. And it's true. It's a fact. You can look it up. I can't be this big of an asshole without having the truth to back me up. Otherwise, I'd be a fucking nut doing this. But see, if you have the truth with you, you can do this.
That they say are fake, or we perceive to be fake. So the messages go right over our heads a lot of the time. Or the comedian be on some funny shit, so y'all just take the shit as a joke. But check these videos out, this stuff is crazy.
They telling us to our face #stay woke?
Well, we ruined the planet, we dispossessed, imprisoned and slaughtered First Nations people, we enforced gender roles, we systemized rape, racism, misogyny, transphobia, homophobia, ableism, classism and unsustainable food industries. We allowed fossil fuel companies to operate our elected officials like ventriloquist dummies from hell, raping our planet for economic gain. We turned the prisons and military into big business. We sold our land, our resources, our water table and the port of Darwin to the Chinese, who we're now in a trade war with. We empowered the church to such a degree it's now just a tax haven for pedophiles, with the ability to manipulate government policy and mandate legislation on women's bodies without their consent. And we bred dogs to a superficial aesthetic level so they can no longer breathe. But pugs are so cute the way they suffocate when they walk. Their eyes are pointing in different directions because they're asking both owners to kill them.
I honestly don't. I don't pay attention at all. You know. It's funny. Bankers get bonuses of anywhere. The upper echelon get from like 10 million up to 100 million, and the president of the United States makes like 400 grand a year. So right there, I watched enough wrestling to see a rigged game, and you know, there's like people with YouTube channels making as much as the leader of the free world. So I just think he's set up to be bribed, and you act accordingly. So basically anybody who comes at me going these you know, the conservative right, or these liberals, like, I just zone out. I can't even talk to you if you're actually still looking at it like those are two choices that you're getting. You're not. It's the same. Once you get past a certain level, it just seems like it's all the same. Yeah, you've jumped in the river and you act accordingly, or you get that convertible ride in Dallas.
Bill Hicks. Good evening, brothers and sisters, friends and neighbors, vibrations in the mind of the one true God, whose name is love.
Well, where I come out with material particularly is, it's very simple. Anything that defies my sense of reason. Everyone has a voice of reason inside them, and I believe that's been quelled to a large degree by our multimedia society that we live in. But anything that defies my voice of reason comes out, and you hold it up to the light of reason, and then you start nailing it, and those are the jokes, until what's left is a laughter, I think, of recognition of a truth.
I love talking about the Warren Commission. I love talking about the Kennedy assassination as well. The reason I do is because I'm fascinated by it. I'm fascinated that our government could lie to us so blatantly, so obviously for so long, and we do absolutely nothing about it.
That action you see Kennedy's head do in the Zapruder film, caused by a bullet coming from up there. Yeah, what happened was Oswald's gun went off, causing an echo through the buildings of Dealey Plaza. And the echo went by the motorcade on the left, and he went, "What was that?" So there.
We have figured it out. Go back to bed, America. Your government has figured out how it all transpired. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control again. Here's American gladiators. Watch this. Shut up. And congratulate you on living in the land of freedom. Here you go, America. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you.
I believe that there's this agenda in mainstream media, and I think it's fairly easy to back this up, to keep people stupid, docile, and apathetic.
You know my problem? I watch too much news. You ever watch CNN headline news for any length of time? It's the most depressing fucking thing you will ever do. War, famine, death, AIDS, homeless, recession, depression, war, famine, death, AIDS. Then you look out your window, it's just... Where is all this shit happening, man?
Pretty soon we're all going to be locked inside our homes, no one on the streets but pizza delivery guys and armored cars with turrets shooting pizzas through the mail slots of our front.
Everything I hear just because I hear it over the TV. Sometimes I got to ask myself what I feel about things. That way I can get a closer reading of what's true. All my point is there's a lot of ways to look at the world. You know what I'm saying? Why pick the way you learn over TV? Because it's usually wrong.
You're right. You're right. Not those fuckers who want to tell you how to think. You're fucking right.
There is a huge audience of disenfranchised people who look at mainstream entertainment and pull their hair out. 90% of it is puerile scat propaganda from the corporations to make us stupid.
They don't want the voice of reason spoken, folks, because otherwise we'd be free. And otherwise we wouldn't believe their fucking horseshit lies, nor the fucking propaganda machine, the mainstream media, and buy their horseshit products that we don't fucking need, become a third world consumer fucking plantation, which is what we're becoming.
We need to be a docile, apathetic herd of consumers, of corporate products. By the way, if anyone here is in advertising or marketing, kill yourself. There's no rationalization for what you do, and you are Satan's little helpers, okay? Kill yourself, seriously. No, this is not a joke. He's going to be a joke coming. There's no fucking joke coming. You are Satan's spawn, filling the world with bile and garbage. You are fucked, and you are fucking us. I know what all the marketing people are thinking right now, too. Oh, you know what Bill's doing? He's going for that anti-marketing dollar. That's a good market. He's very smart. Oh, man, I am not doing that. You fucking evil scumbags. Oh, you know what Bill's doing now? He's going for the righteous indignation dollar. That's a big dollar. A lot of people are feeling that indignation. We've done research. Huge market. He's doing a good thing. God damn it, I'm not doing that, you scumbags. Quit putting a goddamn dollar sign on every fucking thing on this planet. I thought I lived in the U.S. of A., the United States of America, and actually we live in the U.S. of A., United States of advertising. Freedom of expression is guaranteed if you've got the money.
There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls.
Politics in America. Here it is, right here. I think the puppet on the right shares my beliefs. I think the puppet on the left is more to my liking. Hey, wait a minute. There's one guy holding up both puppets. Shut up. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control.
Grow the fuck up. Take responsibility for your fucking lives. The cocksucking elite who own and run everything in this fucking country are selling it out from under us tomorrow. Our elections are a fucking charade. And tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, they're selling your fucking life out from under you. Don't you ever fucking forget it either. There's dick jokes coming up. Please relax.
I have this feeling who's ever elected president, no matter what your promises you promise on the campaign trail, blah, 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 when you win, you go into this smoky room with the 12 industrialist, capitalist scumfucks who got you in there, and You're in this smoky room, and this little film, the screen comes down, and a big guy in a cigar, roll the film. And it's a shot of the Kennedy assassination from an angle you've never seen before. And then the screen goes up, and the lights come up, and they go to the new president. Any questions? Just what my agenda is. First we bomb Baghdad. You got it.
Everyone's getting screwed now, and it's becoming so transparent, their fucking lie, that it's laughable. I think there's a change coming up, man. You can't put out puerile crap 24 hours, because eventually there's going to be chaos in the streets, which there already is, because people are frustrated not having their voice of reason confirmed. And everyone has that voice of reason that goes, this is bull, man. What I'm watching is bull. And yet, the media does not confirm it.
Hey, can you turn my headphones up, please? Right there? Thank you, Crip. Hey, that nigga, this OG Westside Compton Crip Skylark. Icky blicky, yeah, stay with it. You hear me?
Slide with like 8 niggas. Matter of fact, I be there in like 8 minutes. My whole outfit, so stay with that drip on. I ain't talking about no tree, I keep a stick on. 2 rollers, cause I ain't want my other wrist line. I'm the big homie to your big homie. Out of shape, but I ball like an athlete in traffic with the 30 like Steph Curry in the backseat.